They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And that'll bring up second down. Here's the offensive unit, and heads up, look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in, out on the perimeter or going inside.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
He may have had some offseason foot surgery, but it hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
What kind of game are we going to have in store for us? I understand the call here if it's the final 2 minutes and you're losing, but this is the opening drive of the game. That is too big a chance for my blood, but give them credit. They got it to pay off.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Reggie Nelson is a safety who prides himself on being a ball hawk, but at times will guess and sometimes give up the big play.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On first down, it's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They'll see if they can pick it up here with a fullback, Felton. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. He's got time. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And Tate's got it. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a 1st down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Now it's Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his tight end, Clay. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles Clay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Dan Carpenter now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now another shot here at the PAT. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. It's caught by Clive Walford, and he's brought down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Offensive mistake pushes him back. Now it's second and a little bit longer. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And incomplete on the deep ball. Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Quick pass play there on the slant. Charles, works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Second down now after the pass completion. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Third and 2, now Taylor. That is caught inside the 5. 23 yards on the play.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 3rd and goal, Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
field goal would make it a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marcus Easley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
On 4th down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And the Bills' offense comes out ready to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Fielded at about the 28.
Whoosh.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that second-year jump out of Walford. The defensive tackle Kyle Williams there for the stop.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Third down now following the completed pass. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. A nice gain of 21 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Second down, goal to go from the 6. Again, it's Murray. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Carr now on third and goal. And that is incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, Taylor. Man open right side. It's the tight end, Clay. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big gain there for the Bills. 33 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now Taylor on first down, and he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and now it's second down.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Taylor will throw again. That is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marcus Easley with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And it's 21-3. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
Super toe.
Now a second down run for Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Oakland after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Here's Wolford over the middle. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Again, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, here's Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's brought down. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Taylor, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
Now Taylor, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Taylor. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Watkins alone on the left side. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, It's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Murray the lone setback. Carr going to throw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the interception, here's Taylor. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Carpenter now for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there for the Raiders. 34 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They go play action here on first down. Eluding Taylor. Hit. He lost the football. And some room to maneuver. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Flushed out right. He's going to keep it again. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Watkins alone on the left side. On 2nd down, Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit. An illegal contact on a quarterback, the defenders really have to get in line.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now Taylor on first down, throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, Takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
They come out here in the I. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now Carpenter to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Roughing the pass here, but, Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know, quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
Carr now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Deep drop. Rivera's got it, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Throwing on first down is Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
That's caught at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Clive Walford, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. So they're going to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. That's fielded in the end zone. And here come the Bills. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Territory. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Play clock winding down. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty. You
work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 2nd down, Taylor. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Watkins alone on the left side. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raiders' offense now, they trot back out. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Looking deep. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Crabtree, 85 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So they cannot get into the end zone to add the extra pair of points. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Finding time. And he comes back with one complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Taylor to throw, and this is caught by Watkins. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
10 yards still left on second down. Watkins alone on the left side. Second is down he goes. The first time All-Pro in 2015, Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. Play clock winding down. Third and long, it's Taylor. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The play clock's running down. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And a little floater there is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's Taylor. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big gain there for the Bills. 31 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Only a yard that time. Second and goal. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On second down, Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
Here's Taylor. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Reggie Bush was the intended target, and it's fourth down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down. At the 22-yard line. One receiver to the left is Cooper. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Crabtree, 78 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Taylor is going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On first down, it's Taylor. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
12 yards there as they move the chains. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Oh, Taylor going to throw. And this one is incomplete. Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact to give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They come out here in the eye. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. The motion man is Tate. On 3rd down, here's McCoy. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And the all-time leading rusher for the Philadelphia Eagles, adding to his career total.
And the help he got on the play is almost exactly as you would draw it up, because in order to get to the edge, you have to do what? You got to seal it. And that's what they did with their blocking there, so he could get to the corner and then turn upfield. Great speed, great vision, and that agility you've talked about whenever you've watched him.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Taylor going to throw it. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying.